Hello everybody and welcome in. My name is Yolanda Roos and you're watching my channel of Facilitated Light, Overall Well-Being and Healing for an Abundant Full Life. This is a channel where we come on and give you timeless messages. The messages will come out on the day that it's being done. It will pertain to the energy that is happening in your world. I read energy, and then if you see this message after it's been recorded, I designed the channel so that the messages could be used by your guides, universe, or just a confirmation or help you to question something. So the channel is about helping you, growing you to bring you an abundant, happy life. It doesn't mean you're not going to go through trials. It doesn't mean that your life's going to be perfect. It just means that as we know the energy that's going on, we can remove the things that aren't needed. That's a theme for right now. We can reassess, recalibrate, try new things, keep old things that still work for you. So we're going to go through today and see what messages the universe and your guides want to come through. If you like the channel, you're welcome to subscribe, but the channel isn't based on subscriptions. I just put this out to help people. This is my mission, to be a light in the world. And the light, like I've said before, is awareness. It's love. It's compassion. It's an open, safe zone and a very truthful zone. So I try to speak the truth. I try to give you wisdom. I try to support you and lift you up so you can make the decisions that you need to make. I'm not going to ever tell you what you need to do. But I will guide you and show you the energy that's presenting itself or what you could possibly be dealing with or having issues with. Okay. Spirit guides, angels, what message do you have for my collective for today? Need a few cards. First card out, you have Hierophant. And the Hierophant is usually talking about structures, religion, things you believe, the norms, the ideology of what's happening. Usually this is a Taurus card. To me, this is like doing things the way you're supposed to, being in, like if you do it this way, it means you're going about life in not the norm way. So this is norms, things we follow, rules, regulations, how we do things. So let's see what we got. Do you have another card to go with this? I think right now with everything going on in our lives collectively, we are just going by the routine. I don't think people are going a little too crazy right now. There might be some people with some things, but I think overall what we believe, how we believe, our moralistic codes are at the forefront, especially with all the stuff going on with the gentleman that got sniped out and stuff of that nature. We have a lot of different things, people getting murdered or whatever, and I think people are just like, whoa, what is going on? And a moral code, no matter what religion you're in, is usually ethical, you know, about people, how you're supposed to be doing things, treating people, loving people, things of that nature. Second card, please. Do you have another card? Thank you. So then we've got Ace of Pentacles. This is a new opportunity or something to help build your stability. So there's something coming in that is going to help your security. So it's the beginning of something, though. It's like a job offer, a new little business you're going to do. Maybe you open up a savings account, something of that nature. Sorry, I work in the restaurant. I want to make sure everything is clean. Sorry. New job, how you believe. So maybe there's something you're working on that is just something that you're joining up with that will be in alliance or in alignment with what you're doing in general, that will make you feel more secure, more safe. You could be joining a church, a spiritual group, a support group, something that's going to make you feel more stable and secure. Because even getting your mental health together or having a support team is going to give you more security and groundedness in your earthly walking life. Next card out, Four of Pentacles in the reverse. So it looks like we're getting a little hoardy with our money. That you might be at a point that you've been through some hardships, you've been through some problems, so you are holding on to your money or holding on to your possessions. And it's kind of like the movie. Instead of you have your possessions, you're protecting it. It's like, oh, my pretty, these are mine. I'm going to keep them, you know. I think that, not that you're trying to be like hoardy with your money, but I feel like the things that are happening in your life, the normal day-to-day things, are giving you an opportunity to have a new job or a new thing, because I feel there's a need. I think you are trying to get out of the hole. We've been talking about this on the channel. You're trying to conserve. I think you're on a conservative type of energy, where we're holding on to our stuff because nobody knows what's going to happen. I think there's a lot of fear around finances and money and security. So I think there are some people that are just being a little, you know, closed in and not taking the risks, not going outside the box, you know, just doing the normal thing, getting another job, or, you know, doing something on the side and conserving your money. Now, this came out over on the side, so I'm going to take this as maybe a past energy. And here we've got the Seven of Swords, which is deception. And then we've got the Lovers in reverse. So there is something going on. Okay, I'm going to say the first thing that comes to me. Somebody just broke up or had a problem, and now they're trying to put their life back together. So this isn't for everybody. This is, or something has kind of been a deception in the back of your life with a union or a partnership that you were in. Somebody was doing things behind your back. Somebody was not open and upfront with it. And I think what's happened is there's been a breaking of this union, whether it's a personal relationship, a love relationship, a job relationship, a business relationship. This is a union that somebody was a piece of poop and did something behind your back, or, you know, went someplace or just screwed up the relationship. And this could be, lovers doesn't necessarily have to be love. It's a union. It's two things that are together, that are coming together to create something. So I think the reason this is happening is because in the past, there was a breakup of some sort between two unions of people together. 10 of Cups on the bottom. Yeah. And somebody was deceptive. Somebody was not right. So I think what has happened is either there's a restart, or somebody has gone to new, like if it's a business, like a business partner, somebody has gotten into a new thing, walked away, and they're just going to conserve their money and they're going to rebuild up. If this is a personal relationship, somebody has either walked away from a relationship, a friendship, a group, because something was done that made somebody feel off, like even a job, like you were at a job and somebody did something and it really caused a rift, or you just decided, I'm not dealing with this anymore, and you get a new job, you get a new place, you get a new thing, an offer comes in, and you actually get the new job. So, but when you get a new job, you have to be very conservative with your money, and I feel like you're doing the right thing. Or if somebody did something, you're just like, see, yeah, I think I'm going to just move myself to a different place. Yep. And then you got the Devil in reverse, which means being released from a codependency, a narcissistic relationship, a addiction, something that was dangerous. You might have realized something, which could have also been somebody had a problem and they kept it quiet. And now they have, it's been found out, or somebody's been doing something on the sly, but now there's a releasing of either that person or that thing that you were dealing with. So if you have like an addiction, a codependent relationship where you think you have to have somebody, or someone makes you feel like you have to have them, that's why they say usually it's linked with a narcissistic type person, which makes you feel like you can't be anywhere but with them. And I just got choked up in my throat. So someone doesn't want to say something, or someone doesn't want to speak about it. It totally made my throat chakra go like, like, oh no. Or something's being said that the universe doesn't, or not the enemy doesn't want being said. So somebody has been deceptive. to a partnership, personal, business, whatever, job. And now there's a new opportunity. And now there's a choice to make. There's options. And you don't know what to do. Somebody doesn't know what to do. Tell me about this Seven of Cups. Releasing yourself from being trapped. Yeah, there was definitely something that made you feel like you had to stay there. I mean, that could even be a job. You got Queen of Pentacles, Hermit, and waiting. So something to do with nurturing or taking care of your finances. You kind of went deep within to figure stuff out, or whatever this situation was. You went deep within, and now I think you've come out of it and you're figuring things out and you're waiting for your ships to come in. So I think there's something that you were wanting, something that you were looking at. You've maybe made a decision and you're leaving, and now you're just waiting for everything to unfold. Do you have any other information? Because that was the choices thing. So you went within and you found other options. You went internally and figured out what you need to do. Now you're just waiting, and it could be something to deal with a mother or a person that is caring for somebody else. So it could involve like children, custody. That could be a side thing. But whatever you have figured out, you are now waiting for what you have put into place to come into effect. Any other messages that need to come through for today? Let's see what we got here. Yep. So this has been building. So there is a completion. This is the World card. There's an ending that you didn't choose. So you leaving a business, you're going something that was being done. And there's a decision. The overall energy was that there's a decision you have to make that you don't know the right outcome. You don't know. You just have to make a choice that you feel intuitively is best for you, because you cannot see where the results are going to take you, or it's a choice that somebody's going to be upset or somebody's going to be happy. Like not everybody's going to be happy in the situation. You have to do what is best for you. So you have a completion, a cycle that's finishing, but you didn't choose it. It was kind of stopped for you, or it made you stop it before you completed it. But now that is done, and it's coming at a mindset of lack. So something that you were involved in made you feel like maybe you had to stay, or you had to stay because of lack, or you thought you had lack, and you kind of got stuck into something, and something came to you. I think when you did this internal thing with the like, you finally thought about it, or something happened, or something illuminated you. Remember we said that lunar eclipse was coming, and that was a full lunar eclipse, and that was like, I almost feel like it was taking the blinders off. Like you could actually see, because when I looked at it with the cards, it was like talking about the moon in reverse, illusions being lifted, like delusions, things being able to be seen for what they are. So you might have seen something for what it was, and you're like, nope, I'm good. I'm going to get a new job. I'm going to get a new thing that makes me feel secure. I'm going to do my own thing. I'm walking away from this because this person is making me feel like I can only do it with them, and they're keeping me in a spot where I am like not doing good. And I think also then there's the other side, that there's a relationship that somebody's like, nah, I ain't putting up with your crap no more, and coming out of lack because they don't need you, if that makes sense. There's somebody that's leaving this situation. Somebody is telling you to go, and there's somebody that is being left because this person doesn't need you anymore. They are moving on. They are finding new things. They are realizing that they do have resources, that they don't have to stay with you. So I don't know who this is playing out for, but somebody's coming to their senses and another person's being left behind or separated with. That's what I'm seeing. And you got, yep, doing your own thing, leaving a crowd, putting in the hard work. Yeah, I think that there's just a situation that has unfolded where it's been illuminated and you can really see what's happening. So you kind of went within, you figured some stuff out, you got yourself a new job, a new place, a new whatever. You know, you hoarded your money up so you could go where you needed to go. And you said, adios. So half of you were getting told, I'm leaving, I'm not putting up with it anymore, or you weren't honest with me. And there's another part that's saying, yeah, I'm done. See ya. So I hope this works out for you, that it's helping everybody. This isn't always a fun thing to say, but sometimes we learn how to be a better person by someone leaving us behind or making us see the things that we're doing that were not so great. And we learn from it. It's not that it's all bad. And maybe it was time for the two of you to go and somebody didn't want to let go, so they were playing the guilt trip, or they were playing games and making you feel like you should stay. And why are you leaving me? I've been here forever and look what I've done for you. And, you know, or somebody is just using you or has been using you, and you finally figured out that you don't need that. You can do it on your own, or you can go to another place where they'll respect you more or treat you good, or a relationship, you know. Take it as it resonates for you guys. We're going to pull some cards. Let's see, what kind of word cards or information do you have for the collective? We'll take those. Sacred feminine creation, receptive, and nurture. So these new things, you're going to be growing yourself, growing your stuff. And sacred breath, giving and receiving life, divine exchange. So I think there's some internal, feminine, intuitive, self-love, something going on inside of us that is wanting to appreciate ourselves. We're not allowing people to keep abusing us. We are balancing out our give and take, which is what we've been talking about. And the sacred feminine is very much about creating things. She's the moon energy. She is she doesn't use logic in a tyrannical way. She uses logic and her heart, her intuitive parts, and makes very grounded. There's logic in it, but there's compassion in it. Okay, so there's some things that maybe somebody's being compassionate on themselves or compassionate for somebody else. The unknown. There's something coming in that's not known, and maybe you're not used to taking care of yourself. Maybe you're used to taking care of everybody else. Maybe this is a time that is like so new to you, because we've always been told to take care of everybody else, especially with families. And there's nothing wrong with taking care of people, but you got to take care of yourself too a little bit. So if anybody's overworking themselves, you're not going to be any good if you're burnt out and like totally out there. Any advice for this group? And the giving and take, there could be someone that's taking advantage of you. I think that's part of what it is. All right, advice. Disruption, chaos, change. Yep, there's change. Medicine journey, awaken, heal, realization. Yeah, there's illumination coming in. This is so true. And limitless access to infant potential. Okay, so there's what's happening is that you've seen what's happened in your life. And now the advice is that you need to get through the change. You need to take care of things, heal, understand the trueness of what happened. And then the last part is that you have limited things that you can go toward. Just start working toward one thing at a time that you want to get to, that you want to be, that you want to receive. That's all you can do. You can't do everything all at once. It's just not logical. It's not going to happen. So let me get you one of these. It's from my Lumicella Togetherness Quilt. This is an Oracle deck. So this I'm going to just use for our finishing card. You have some things coming in that might stir the world up a little bit. Your world up. It stirs up the regular world too. All right. Dedicate time for creative pursuits that nourish your soul, serving your personal sanctuary. Yeah, that's the self-healing. I mean, these cards are for like if you want to do projects and different things, but they're an oracle. So this is doing things that lift your soul, that grow you, that heal you, that have something personal for you to gain from it. And then this one is melodic melody. Listen to uplifting music to harmonize your emotions and align with life's natural rhythms. This is frequencies, music, whatever makes you feel calm, peaceful, excited, whatever you want. Your frequencies that are around you make a big difference. So put yourself in alignment with frequencies that will calm you if you want to be calm, energize you if you feel low. Frequency, energy, and healing is very it's very good because your brain works on brain waves and frequencies. We are frequency. Okay, so we've said this before. The only reason you see us is because we vibrate, we resonate, and we have a frequency that's at certain things. Certain sounds will make our, scientifically proven, will make certain parts of our body respond, bounce, and respond differently. So when we use certain therapies with certain like hertz and energies, this might be for somebody, that music that they listen to that's based on hertz and sounds, it's meant to help balance, stabilize, and to put those, because sometimes things kind of get like this, and that kind of makes them do this. It balances them out so that you don't feel so stressed out, because your trauma and the things you deal with cause chaos within your brain and your body, everything. All the things that you deal with emotionally, physically, they affect it all. Graceful connections. Foster meaningful relationships by actively listening and sharing, enhancing mutual respect and understanding. Yeah, this is what's happening in our world. We're trying to understand that we all have a different perspective. We all live a different life. We all approach things, but that doesn't mean anybody's right, wrong, or doing it the wrong way or whatever. It's that everybody has their own way, and we need to learn to be open and loving and consider that other people are okay, because not everybody does everything the same way. That's kind of like that Hierophant card. That's like the social norms, and just because it's not a social norm doesn't mean that it's not okay or it's bad or that's not going to work. You don't know if it's working for that person. They're living their life for them. This is a thing we've been talking about, living your authentic, true life so that you can bring in the happiness that you deserve, the freedom that you deserve, the acceleration of frequency, and the choices you make that put you with your mission or your purpose for coming here on this earth. When you can align with that, your frequency goes up and your vibration helps you to be more open. It opens you. It doesn't close you. When you become very selfish or you become cruel or you're not open to ideas and you're very closed up, you go downward. You don't go upward. And I'm not talking about heaven, hell, nothing like that. It's frequency. So if you keep pulling yourself down, that energy is going to keep holding you down. But if you start to try to change, and it could be one step at a time, the more you open up, the more you are receptive, the more you are trying to be open and loving and compassionate to your humans that you live with, you're going to keep bringing your vibration. And especially if you're getting to your purpose, if you're finding something that you're passionate in, you're finally choosing to live an authentic, true life that is good for you. Who cares what anybody else thinks? Who cares what life they live? If you are living your life that you feel you want to live and you feel comfortable and it's your life and you're not hurting anybody, you are slowly going to raise in vibrations, and you're going to get to the point where you're okay. You're going to find a happiness, a freedom, a joy. It doesn't mean life's going to be perfect. Doesn't mean that you're not going to have problems. But what I'm saying is you can find the happiness in your life because you at least are being true to yourself. And you are going to pull in, you're going to have more manifesting energy. You're going to pull in all those things that you want to pull in. So I hope this will help you guys. The world card that's in the reverse, there's something finishing or has finished, because remember, it's energy. I read energy. So be ready for some change, for some chaos, for some upheaval. And the cards are saying steadfastness, connecting with your money. If that's what you need to do, be careful with your money, save your money, get reestablished in your new transition of where you're going to be. And once you get there, then the cards will probably start changing. So I hope you have a beautiful day, and I look forward to talking to you on the next video. Have a great day.